Johnny Depp and Christian Bale.
And the dude from The Watchmen.
What? Hi, I'm Jared. This is Allan. This is the Ads Movie Review. And what movie are we reviewing today?
Public Enemies. And I'm just going to jump right into this one. For me, straight up, best movie of the year. I loved it. Johnny Depp was awesome. I loved Christian Bale in it, a.k.a. Batman, a.k.a. billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne. I just loved it. The period piece I loved. The story I thought was wonderful. And you know, it doesn't always happen. Things don't always go the way you think they're going to go. There's a little bit of some twist, nothing major. You know, it's not a M. Night Shyamalan movie or nothing, but I really liked it, and it was just wonderful. The guns I thought were authentic as far as I could tell. The cars and just the whole atmosphere of the movie. The soundtrack was good. I loved the music. I loved everything about it. I can't wait to see it again.
I, on the other hand, not so enthusiastic about it. Now, there were some good pieces to the movie. I mean, it was well paced. It never kept you in the dark about anything for long, and that 2 hours really flew by for me. I mean, some of the gun battle sequences were like some of the best I've ever seen. I mean, it was kind of loud, but you know that's how it was back then in the shootout with the feds and everything like that. Basically, what I wish that I could have seen more of in the movie was I wish they had more story.
Well, what kind of more of a story would you want? What are you looking for?
I mean, I know it's I know John Dillinger was a bank robber, but it seemed more event-driven than it was story-driven. I mean, it's like he robs banks, he goes to jail, he gets out of jail, he robs another bank, and it was just event-driven. It wasn't story-driven, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they did not really show anything before Dillinger meets Billy. That's his so-called woman in red. Before that, you don't see his childhood. However, or all the events leading up, you know, to that point where he becomes a bank robber. But he does mention it when he first meets Billy, and you know, she acts like this, that, and the other. So you do kind of get all that kind of summed up real quick.
Yeah, but again, it's all, like you said, real quick. I wish we could have been shown a little bit in depth, because you don't just, you know, wake up one day and become a bank robber. You know, you just, it's a series of steps that takes you there.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I mean, sometimes it's good to kind of have the lack of that, or kind of the mystery and everything, so you can kind of use your imagination or kind of wonder about, or maybe it's a thing to sell more books. You know, well, I want to know what happened. I'm going to go buy a book on John Dillinger or something like that. You never know. One of the things that I really liked about it was nowadays you got to have a love story, and there really was a love story kind of back then, but they didn't overdo it.
Right.
You know, it wasn't sappy or anything like that. And you know, John Dillinger was always the tough guy, whatever. He never, I mean, we won't ruin anything for you, but you know, the love part of it was actually pretty good. You don't have to, you know, get up and go to the bathroom or anything like that during those scenes or anything.
Right, and it wasn't, you know, it wasn't sitting there trying to make you cry or go like, oh. I mean, it was a romance story, but it was tough about it.
The cars were really good too when you think about the period and everything.
Yeah, that was one thing that I applaud them on. All the cars were, you know, consistent with the time period, and you know, with the 35-mile-per-hour speedometer and everything like that.
Yeah, I kind of wish they would have shown that a little bit more, because that was always in the classic gangster movies. There would be like a high-speed chase and with the police, and you think, man, they're like flying, and it shows the speedometer, they're doing like 35, which was flying back then. You know, and I always thought that was pretty funny.
But to us, that's kind of like standing still. Overall, it was a good movie. Although I don't feel as strongly as Allan does about it. Best movie of the summer, that's kind of iffy. I mean, there have been some better ones. I think Star Trek is at least up there with Public Enemies and Terminator and Wolverine and everything like that. But overall, it wasn't bad. Okay, this is the first time we've done this, but I want to go ahead and see if we can do this right now. Just we say 1, 2, 3, and then we both yell out our ratings on it. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. Rent
go
it.
now.
All right.
All right.
So we have a differing opinion on this movie, but you
First
know,
time for everything.
yeah, that's to be expected. This is the Ads Movie Review, signing off.
Have a great summer.